Picking up where we left off, again you're looking at the backer board for the Zenith 5S29. Again, nothing fancy, piece of cardboard cut here to mirror the original design, roughly 1/8 of an inch thick. You can see the old backer board here. It's had better days, starting to come apart. I could have reused it most likely with no problems at all and got the old grill cloth off. You can see the new grill cloth here. I think it's the better selection of the two. However, either one would have worked. I'll put a link to the grill cloth choice that I made in the description of the video. Anyway, this is the back side of the grill cloth, best I can tell with my good eye. And so the good side that will go against this side of the backer board, of course, is facing down. So simply, you'll see I've already made a few marks here. This one, and this one. We'll disregard this, and I already have the center. So the grill cloth's already been laid out overnight, and it was sprayed with some water to tighten it up, and then I've pulled it tight again. So I think it's going to lay nice and flat. And I'll simply just do the alignment here for the centerpiece here to here. Layer down, and we'll just roll over the top of it just a bit. We'll let that set up, and then I'll trim the edges off here with my fabric cutter or my fabric scissors, whichever one serves me best. So again, I'm going to be using the Elmer's spray adhesive here. It's a acid-free. It shouldn't bleed through the product. So let me go ahead and go outside, shake this up really well. Spray a coat of the adhesive here on this side of the backer board. Come in and simply we'll just lay this down starting here and just let it fall down as such. Keep it nice and tight. We'll let it dry for a bit again, and then I'll trim it up, and then we'll do something here to get the holes back through the fabric here at the 4 locations for the fasteners for the speaker. Then I'll go grab the cabinet, and we'll get this grill cloth back installed and see what it looks like. Okay, again, everything's extremely tacky here, but again, I've already got everything marked, so hopefully I'll get this right. Okay, I think that's close enough here. This has been setting up now for about 15 minutes or so. It probably needs a good hour, just looking at the recommendations. So I'll go ahead and continue to let it set up for a bit, and then I'll remove the tape. And I tried to cut a piece of the fabric here with my fabric cutter. This thing's starting to get some age on it. Not quite as sharp as it used to be, and this particular grill cloth is rather thick, so I'll probably just use my scissors here and trim as close to the edges as possible. Maybe an optical illusion. Looks a little crooked in my eyes, but time will tell once we get it back into the cabinet itself. You can see I've got my little micro heat gun here. I'm going to use it and just go around the edges here and take care of those fray points and help seal some of those fibers at the end. Just keep everything moving really quick here. You can see how well it works there to seal the fibers there. As you can see, the fibers there on the ends were pretty well sealed off with the heat that I applied. At times I'll go back and place just a little bead of glue on there as well, and I may do that in this case also, just to make sure I don't have any fraying in the future, but I think it's sealed fairly well. Okay, for the holes, what I like to do, I'll just take one of my smallest screwdrivers you can see here, and we'll just try to find the center of the hole and push it through. and then I'll take it here and try to expand it and make it just a little bigger, and then I'm going to leave my thumb right there in front of it where I can see it. I've already got my soldering iron heated up, and I'm going to just take my soldering iron and insert it from this direction, and that will seal the fibers. And there you have it. You can see how nice and clean that is. That's showing up on camera. Okay, it looks pretty clean in my eyes. Not bad. So again, let me go grab the cabinet and see if I can position it in a way where I can show getting this grill cloth back in. If not, I'll take some still photos. As you can see, I've got the new grill cloth in. Everything went perfect with one exception. You can see I had just a little bit of the lacquer right here around this particular fastener kind of give up. So I'm going to try to patch that up later on. You can't even really see it unless you're at the right angle. If you look at the picture-in-picture here, you may be able to see it along with some other photos. Right now I've just got the backer board in with the fasteners. That seems to hold everything nice and secure and flush, but I'm going to use some glue dots so I can remove this very easily in the future if there's ever a need to do so, on each corner and maybe the centerpiece down here as well. So I've just got to dig up my glue dots, or actually just make some out of some of the Aleene's product. I think that's what I did last time, using wax paper instead of buying the product. Then I can make them any size that I want to, so that's probably what I'll do, and then just tack those in here on the back side. Once we get the speaker in and it starts applying pressure here anyway, most likely this thing will hold itself in. But very well pleased. I think the grill cloth recommendation for all the professionals out there on the Antique Radio forum were spot on. Again, two great selections. I could have went with either one. This one just kind of caught my eye, was my favorite. Thanks again for following along.